The Struggle presents Wiki Warcraft 2. Today we have Shotgun X allying Dills, Blueflare, and Startale. Gonna be on the opposing team. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen here. Here comes 8472. Someone's lagging hard. 8472 this time gonna be Obzin. And then had you had no plans, says Shotgun Purple would have. Our Shotgun starting at the 5 o'clock spot, not a bad spot. And he'll be facing off against our heroes Blue Flare and of course Startail. Startail, a world champion. Shotgun, a world champion as well. Both of these players are super duper good. So let's see how they work out. Eyeing one against one another. Blue Flare, a pretty dang good old school player, but Dills is pretty dang gooder. Or that would actually be a very fun matchup to watch. So this all around is going to be a pretty exciting matchup to see here in the world of Wiki Warcraft 2, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to TSA all day, the Troggler, the X-Man, Art, and as well as Terracon from Clan Absolute Synergy. A little bit of banter there inside the discussion scene, but not going to find anybody at the 4 o'clock spot, so that's good news for him. He's going to set up a farm and begin himself a future duel, but rather doing a 1 Rax rush to start things off, but he'll start walling off that 4 o'clock spot so he can get himself ready to do an expansion in the future. Gonna repair his barracks. He's looking out to see if there's a tower rush getting set up here. Good stuff from our hero Shotgun. Gonna keep on up the farm stuff and have an expansive blacksmith placed way out over there. Wonder why he does that. Begins the larger wall off of things. Shotgun X, he's got the world championship ring, but he's going to be facing off against someone else with a world championship ring of their own. Startail, when I think the current reigning 2v2 world champion is Startail. Allying some super stud in the finals there. Can't remember who. Team Dynasty WG. But Shotgun made it all the way with King Hillbilly as well. So both of these players, a big world championship rings adorn their fingers. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? It's really gonna be exciting, ladies and gentlemen. All right, he's gonna scout out. Not gonna see anybody there. 6. That spells out 12-2. Is what they're going to be squaring up against, unless there's some wacky 8 o'clock build there, but most likely there's the 2 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, Ocupado, most likely there's the first grunt moving up from the 12 o'clock position. Shotgun gonna group on up and move on over there to deal with that. No peons being popped out on the inside, so it's kind of a fake duel there. He's not actually going to be doing any kind of an early expansion too early on. And then he's going to group on up and expect the Berserker Barrage coming from the 12 or 2 o'clock position. Shotgun's fallen victim to this before, as TSA all day can well note. So he's going to play it safe this time. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to TSA all day. TSA VVVV. As in victory. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Shotgun X is chasing down a squad of units there. Going to get the kills on that. And that's going to really take the wind out of the sails of any larger assault. So good news for him. And he'll throw down a lumber mill on the outside quite well. Confident knowing that he's got the advantage of things. But wait, there's a gigantic cannon tower rush on his backside, which he did not and will not, so far has not been able to see. Is this area walled off? Ladies and gentlemen, not walled off, so he's going to move on back there, but likely going to be some sort of a cannon wall. Yes, indeed, there's the wall. One grunt making its way around the rest of the grunts, and they're going to start attacking this wall off here. Shotgun coming under fire from Startail and his ally Blue Flare. Dills making the run up, but here comes and Shotgun able able to deal with the Cantal Rush. Pretty good stuff here, ladies and gentlemen, from our hero, the teal player. However, Shotgun was able to deal with it. And then is going to push on out. This peon's still trying to get some stuff done there. But he's going to lose his life for his trouble. Then Shotgun going to move on back on over here to the hometown. He wants to get his defenses up and is a bit afraid of the large yellow army lurking outside of his base. But Shotgun's going to team on up with the white player to deal with that. So even though his expansion was cracked wide open in his farm, he's going to have to repair some farm production in order to keep on up with his own production. But he has sitting pretty, ladies and gentlemen, surviving the 2v1 assault with the greatest of ease. His name has been Shotgun X, and it continues to be Shotgun X from Clan X. That's right. And that's his name. All right, one grunt moving on down here from Teal, making the trip all the way around to stop that killing of the farm. But Shotgun X is not going to have any of that, and he's going to move on over and destroy not only that grunt, but this farm as well. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to win this game? Moving on into the mid-game. And here comes a gigantic attack. Shotgun X is going to be OMG in trouble. Or is he? He's starting to chop out right now, and he's done a pretty good job of destroying most of these forces, and it boils down to just a few grunts left, and that was kind of an unnecessary freak out right there, ladies and gentlemen. Shotgun X had it under control, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to advertise for my sponsor, TSA All Day, as this game takes all day and moves on over into the mid-game. 12-2 versus 11-5. Shotgun trying to get the expansion territory on up and moving up to tier number 2, getting his second barracks here. So good for him. Move this microphone a little more correctly there. Probably hear it a little bit better, ladies and gentlemen. All right, catapult being produced not only for defense, you can try to crack open that 12 or 2 o'clock position, as white seems like they have just now did do. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, the assault. The catapult is there. He's going to try for the 3-1 defense. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, a pretty good defense here from Shotgun X. And white just massacring the base of Teal. And Teal has his army out here, but it looks like white just absolutely unopposed in the base of Teal. Most likely all the peons up there getting killed and destroyed and obliterated and put out of action in this wiki Warcraft 2 game, as white still hangs out in the base of Teal, just camping on out over there. Nothing, no mining happening, just a couple of peons, and that was a pretty good deal for Dills to do. Dills rocking it in the world of wiki Warcraft 2. Alright, we're going to have to fast forward this a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is just an action-packed nail-biter of a game. Here comes the Altar of the Storms. Going to come to do what an Altar Storms wants to do. And that would be get Bloodlust. Alright, the Bloodlusted Ogre is going to be here in the future. I can fast forward this because this is not live. Alright, he's going to come in here, scout this out, not see anything cool. So here it is, into the future. And we have Bloodlusted Ogres on the scene. Another barracks. Bloodlust has arrived. Shotgun going to be pushing on out with his Bloodlusted Ogres. Where's the expansion for the 2 o'clock spot? 12 has that nice tucked in, hidden away expansion, but the 2 o'clock spot just doesn't have the opportune areas to expand. Notice that Shotgun X chopping his way to that 4 o'clock so he can build his expansion in the backside if he wants to be a little more protected from that death and decay in the near future, as we might see hasted decays on the way. Dill's doing a pretty good job here, however, of putting up that defense there at the small 12 o'clock position. getting that backside walled off and perhaps even getting a catapult or maybe even a DK back there to prevent future mining. Most likely maybe a tower and a DK building a machine known as the Temple of the Darned. Ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Teal Ogres with Bloodlusted Ogres. Going to cancel off those buildings and allow them on through. He's got Bloodlust himself. So he's going to lust up his counter assault and do his counter strike, ladies and gentlemen. There seems to be a farm over there that's quite well on fire. Maybe it wins 3 games in a row and we call it on fire. All right, ladies and gentlemen, not much happening here, so we're going to fast forward just a little tiny bit, and this is the future. Shotgun X versus our hero Startale and blueflare. Dills has just been spreading out on the map, getting bigger. Is the bases of Dills. Shotgun X on the defensive, but Dills once again using that opportunity to strike deep into the 2 o'clock player's base. And look at the just expansive behavior of Dills over there, taking out most of the map, even controlling the middle of the map, the small 9, the small 12, the 9. That player is in super duper good position. Shotgun X taking a bit of a beating here, however, ladies and gentlemen, but not too shabby for a player like Shotgun, cleaning on up those ogres inside, but Dills on the outside. This is going to be GG. Dills is just taking out 12 o'clock right now, and that's it. Victory, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time. Wiki, Warcraft 2.